There's no great business like the business of me referring a person to you because you're selling something, a product or a service. You can always be sure that that is a close. Referrals. This is what we are talking about today. This is Now Tell Us. I'm your host, Anthony Murore. At Now Tell Us, we have guests come and tell us stories. They come and inspire us. They come and educate us on a subject. Today, we have a great guest. His name is Brandon Barnum. He's going to be here shortly to tell us about creating profitable partnerships. So, if you have a business, you're an entrepreneur, or you're looking forward to start a business and you want it to grow in a great way, consider referrals. And who is better to talk to other than Brandon, who some people call the king of referrals? Ready? Please remember to share this episode with all your friends, ask your questions, and refer your friends here. We are talking about referrals. Okay, so let me not take one more minute because we want to hear what Brandon has to tell us. This is your host, Anthony Morore, welcoming you to Now Tell Us. Here we go. Happy new month, Brandon.
Thank you, Anthony. A pleasure to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. It's good to see you here at Now Tell Us. We really appreciate you coming here because I know you have a lot to tell us, and we are excited to hear what it is that you have to say.
Oh, thank you, sir. It's my honor and pleasure. Excited to have this conversation with you and share some knowledge bombs.
Yeah, I'm used to asking people where in the world they are, and
Yeah.
maybe you can tell us where it is that you are at.
Yeah, you bet. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona in the US.
Oh, that's wonderful. And how's the weather? What's so great there that we should come there?
Yeah, the weather in Phoenix is always amazing. I'm from Portland, Oregon originally, which is kind of a rainforest, and
Hmm.
this is the desert. So it's sunny and bright. Yesterday was 80 degrees Fahrenheit in January 31st, so nice and warm and not a lot of rain here. I love it.
Wow. Where other places in the world people are freezing. You're talking of sunshine.
Yeah, we get cold when it's 60 degrees. We're like, oh my gosh, it's so cold outside, while it's 20 degrees elsewhere. So,
Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's good to have you here. I've heard some people call you the king of referrals.
I do. I do.
That means that they know something that we don't know, and it will be good for you to tell us what is that thing that they know that we don't know. How you came to be known as the king of referrals.
Yeah, well, so I've been working by referral for almost 30 years now. I started out as a single dad in my 20s. I was only making about $20,000 a year when I got custody of
Hmm.
my 2-year-old son at that point and became a single dad. And so I wasn't making enough money and I got into the mortgage business. I had somebody that mentored me in the art and science of referrals and partnerships. And I was able to 10x my income from 20,000 to $200,000 a year in 18 months. And since then, I've done over $500 million in transactions by referral. And some magazine put me on their cover as the king of referrals. And ever since then, that's what people say.
Okay, so for someone who may be very green in this, what is a referral? What is a referral? And even before we go there, we say hi to everyone. Hello, Andreas, and hi everyone else who's watching. We are glad that you're here. Thank you, and stay tuned because we have great things. What is a referral?
Yeah, a referral is just a recommendation. People talk about word of mouth. You want to get people talking about you and recommending you and your services. So there's a lot of professions that work primarily by referral. I was in the mortgage business, but realtors, financial planners, insurance agents, painters, plumbers, and all of those professionals really typically get most of their business because someone tells someone else how great they are, and as a result, people choose to do business with you. And what's amazing is when you are referred, that prospect, that client is 400% more likely to hire you and to choose to do business with you because the trust factor is so much higher.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I've experienced this when someone comes and tells me, "Hey, I was sent by so and so," even not only to come and buy something, but maybe he wants me to give out something. And as soon as he tells me it's some person that I know that sent him to me, then I have no other question. Just to, okay, here we are. Go go ahead and take it.
Yeah,
So
and one of the things that's really important about that is when somebody recommends you, you feel like you've got to do a good job for that client
yeah.
because your reputation is on the line. So as a result, referred clients typically get better service and they're 16% more profitable overall because they spend more money with you, they stay with you longer as a client, and they refer other people to you. So in my book, referrals are the only way to go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're talking about your book, which is Raving Referrals,
There
the
you go.
step-by-step system to attract profitable prospects.
Exactly.
And because you're here now, tell us, would you be willing to just tell us a few of the steps that we should take in order to have some, yeah, to get that?
Yeah, one of the biggest ones is people need to ask for referrals more. You see the book Ask behind me over my shoulder, and there you
Yeah.
go. You see that book behind me. Asking for what you want in life is one of the keys to success, whether it's asking for referral, asking for a date from a beautiful woman or handsome man that you're interested in. But the more you ask, the more you get. But
Mm,
most people feel uncomfortable and awkward asking for referrals, and you don't want to make your clients uncomfortable either. So we teach the art of the ask, and it's got 3 steps. The first step is to set the stage. The second step is to listen for the referral triggers. And the third step is to ASK to GET. So basically, what you do when you've got a new client that chooses to do business with you, before you let them leave in that first appointment, you say, Anthony, can I ask you for a favor? And when you ask that, people are going to say either what, Anthony? If I ask you for a favor, what are you going to say?
uh, definitely. I'm open. What favor should I give you?
Either yes or maybe tell me more, right? I mean, you kind
Yeah.
of,
Tell
most
me.
people just say, of course, I'm happy to
Yeah.
help you.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll say, maybe tell me more. And then you say, well, listen, I love to help clients like you get these types of results. And you share what it is. And you basically sharing with them that you're committed to helping them have a wow experience with your business. And
Mm-hmm.
then you say, once I've proven myself to you and done a great job, would it be okay if I ask you for a referral at a later date once I've proven myself?
Mm,
Everybody will say yes because you're not putting them on the spot. You're not
right.
asking for a referral right now. You're basically saying, I'm going to do a great job. And when I do, I'd like to earn the right to ask you for referrals later. So that's called setting the stage. Now,
Mm,
they're going to agree to that. Everybody always does, like 100% of the time, because
mm,
you're asking them for anything right now. But what you will find is some people actually give you a referral and recommendation right there. They'll say, I have a client, a friend, a family member,
mm,
and they were telling me that they need some type of service like this. So you'll get referrals right away. But when you set the stage, now it's time to listen for the referral triggers. And the referral triggers are basically like, you want to hear, wow, that's really what you're looking for. You've made such a difference to them that
mm.
they're like, wow, Anthony, this is so great. I'm so grateful for you. Thank you so much. You've made me look so much better, feel so much better. I've made money, I've saved time, whatever it is that you provide as a benefit of your business. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Mm-hmm.
you're listening for. Now, once you hear that, wow, Anthony, thank you so much. This is amazing.
Mm,
Now you want to ASK to GET. That's step three. I'm so glad you feel that way. I love helping people like you get this type of result. And we're taking on a few more clients. So, do you know anyone that is in the need that we could help them with their this issue as well? And it depends on what service that you provide. So basically, you're going to set the stage, and then you're going to ask, listen for the referral triggers, and then you're going to ask them for referrals. And at that point, they already know it's coming, right? You've got them to agree early on, so now it's completely comfortable for everyone involved, and you'll get a lot more business that way.
and then that's beautiful. I noted that the third step you put it in issues. Is there a reason for that? ASK to GET, which is ask to get. Was
Yes.
there a reason for that?
That's how it was mentored to or taught to me. My
Yeah.
mentor is Mark Victor Hansen. He wrote those Chicken Soup for the Soul books. I was just
Yes.
with him the other day for a couple of hours. We've
And
known
also,
each other for 20 years now.
the book at the back I know is from Mark Victor Hansen. Ask.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So that's how he taught me almost 20 years ago. He said, you need to ASK to GET. So that's the way I learned it. So that's the way I teach it. If you ask any of my kids, they know that you've got to ASK to GET.
Wow. ASK to GET. Maybe something that I will start using from here henceforth. ASK to GET, just to make it fun to remember that, yeah, I need to
It
ask.
totally makes it different. If I just say ask to get, that's not
Mm,
nearly as memorable. When you say ASK to GET, it helps lock it in from a learning perspective for you, and you'll remember it differently. Now, what is it I'm supposed to do? Oh, that's right, ASK to GET.
mm. Yeah. Mark Victor Hansen seems to be a close friend to you.
Yes.
So maybe after we are through, I'll ask for a referral from you. But anyway, this is where I'm going. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know where it is that you came into contact with him and other people that you've done business with. What other major names could you mention there that you get to contact with and they came to agree to your proposals, to your offer, and you did business together?
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, in my book, Raving Referrals, I have a section called Experts and Influencers, and I've got about 100 of the people that over the last, couple of decades, I've built relationships with. I'm meeting next week with Jeffrey Hazlett. He's the CEO of the C-Suite Network, and they really focus on large organizations. So many. I mean, I interviewed Ivan Meisner, who's the creator of BNI. A lot of people in this space know Ivan Meisner and BNI. So just there's a lot of people that I've been blessed to get to know and meet over the years.
Oh, that's because uh, I know that many of some of the people who are listening are in business and they have a challenge in going for the big names. Like I know there's an influencer that maybe could be talking about my book. How do I get that influencer to talk about my book and not only talk about it but also refer me to other influencers that could give me some good business? How do we go about that?
Yeah, so I teach influence the influencers. And that's
Okay.
what you're talking about right now. So, how do you do it? You make a difference. Find out what they care about, find out what they're passionate about, and help them achieve that. So, I met Mark Victor Hansen on May 18th, 2004. So,
Wow.
in just a couple of
Very
months,
up to date.
it, I
there
know
must
that date because it changed my life.
there must
I
be a
had
reason for that.
I
Okay.
had brought him to a charity fundraising event and I hired him to be the speaker at this event. And we
Mhm.
raised enough money to send $1.2 million in medical supplies around the world just from that one day. And ever since he's been mentoring me, it's been almost 20 years. In fact, he's invited me to his home in Hawaii and just so many things. He wrote about me in a book that was one of my goals. But the way that you build relationships with influencers is add value. Find out what they're passionate about and do all you can to make a difference and help them achieve that. So, what you're doing right now is a great example.
Mm-hmm.
you're interviewing people and you're sharing their message with your audience. And so doing podcasts is a great way to add value. And then in the process, you get to find out what it is that people are truly passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to follow up and follow through. There's one of the other things I teach in the book is the fortune is in the follow up. So
Mm.
many people make great connections, but they don't follow up and they don't follow through. And
Mm-hmm.
so that opportunity just evaporates because they don't add enough value to the people that they meet.
Oh, yeah. And because I've heard there is this concept, or that is a fact, that 90% of the people who are going there in the market to do window shopping, they never buy in the first instance that they come into contact with what it is that they want.
Right.
And many of us, once we approach clients or prospects, we expect that they are going to say yes. And if they say no at first, I never think of going back there. So
Mm.
I believe when you say that the fortune is in the follow up, and many people make that mistake of just not following up.
That's true. And if you look, what's interesting is if you look at the research and the data, what it shows is that most people don't follow up at all.
Mhm.
Most people, oftentimes, people don't even follow up once, let alone twice, three times, four times, et cetera. And when it comes to sales, a lot of sales are made after the fifth contact. So if you're not getting to the fifth contact, you're not getting the sale.
Hmm. Now, fifth contact seems a bit far off. I mean, the second contact is always a big challenge for many of the people. The second one.
A
So,
lot of people have follow-up failure, and one
follow
of the
up.
things that you need to be doing if you want to succeed in your business is automate the ask. That's one of the things that we teach in the book, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about how do you ask for referrals if you're in a conversation, but how do you automate that process so that your systems are automatically asking for referrals while you're serving your clients? And that could be as simple as adding in a referral request in your email signature. You can add that into your invoices, your newsletters, post it on social. But if you have a team, you want to train your team to be sure to ask, but integrate that throughout your service and support follow-up. And that way the system is asking for you.
Hmm.
We
Wow.
also teach to create referral cards or referral kits where you're asking people for referrals, right? You're even giving them a reward, right? Like refer your friends and you'll get $25. Have a QR code. This is automating the ask. If you have a physical location or if you serve people in person, you can just give them your referral card and referral kit so that that way it's part of your process. It's happening all the time and you give them something that they can take with them and remind them about your service.
Hmm. Yeah, it's good that you share that. So that's, and I believe that's not the only way that I mean, you teach other things. Please tell us more. Tell us more.
Well, yeah, I mean, what we're talking about here, this is like referral rewards. You
Oh,
can
okay.
thank people for their business and then give them a benefit. If they refer a client, the client's going to get $200 off in this example. This is for a granite transformations company. The
Mm-hmm.
client's going to save money. They're going to save $200 because they were referred by you. And then this company also will give you $200 as a referral reward. So one of the things, and it depends on what your business is. Some businesses are regulated, at least here in the United States. People can't give, like realtors, financial planners, insurance agents, mortgage lenders, they can't pay referral fees unless that person is licensed in the industry. So you need to make sure you understand the regulations and the
Mm-hmm.
laws around your industry and what you can really do. Some industries are restricted and you need to just thank them, or maybe have a client appreciation party. That's one of the things that we recommend, is that you integrate events into your business model, because
Mm-hmm.
events bring people together. And even if they don't accept your invite, it gives you a reason to follow up with them and add value. I teach you don't ever want to check in or follow up with people. You don't ever want to call them and say, "Hey, Anthony, I just wanted to check in with you, or I just wanted to follow up with you. You're
Mm,
not adding value in that instance.
yeah.
Before you pick up that phone, before you contact them, have a reason to reach out that's going to add value to them. I was just thinking about you, and I've got somebody I want to connect you with. I've got an event coming up I want to invite you to. Have a reason to call them that adds value to them.
That's beautiful. That's quite beautiful. Wow, wow. So, and I believe the listener who is here is getting some great value that is they are going to apply in their businesses. Now, I've seen referrals. This is when we are talking about online business where you have some referral link, and then that person is gonna follow that referral link, is gonna add some incentives, some rewards once that
Yeah,
person purchases.
right.
But it's the first time that I'm seeing a physical referral, uh, s- like a leaflet.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't seen that before.
Yeah, we call it a referral kit. We believe that you should have a referral kit in your business, especially if you're meeting people face to face. And
Okay.
most people's business is has a face to face interaction. Now, if you're just on Zoom, then you don't have something you can necessarily hand to them, but you can mail them something. So, one of the things that we do at HOA.com is we send out a physical card in the mail when people join our company. And that way, it's all about them. They get a message personalized from us. So you can integrate direct mail into your business even if you don't do it yourself. We've got this automated where when a new professional joins our referral network, the system automatically mails them a card. It sends them a mug with their name on it,
Mm-hmm.
right? So imagine if we sent you a mug with our logo, but your name, welcome to our community, Anthony, with
Mm-hmm.
a message saying there's no power for change greater than a community discovering what it cares about. So add some wow factor into your business. It'll make a big difference. And now you've got a leave behind that reminds them about your business.
Mm. They will go thinking about your business, and once you make your customer or your client happy, then he can always be happy to tell others of how what is making him or his life better each day. So I've seen that.
Absolutely. And ask for the testimonials. Ask
Mhm,
them for a review on Google or whatever platform that you're using. And
mhm,
so the more that, again, you're going to ask people to do what you want, you've got to be the leader for your business.
mhm,
Okay. You've got to be your own champion. But just like you said, Anthony, when you do an amazing job and people are thrilled with the service that you provide, their
mhm,
natural instinct is to share it with others, especially if you follow up, you follow through, and you remind them of the value. And really, it's about solving challenges for people, right?
mhm,
So I know we're going to talk about referral partnerships. That's all about solving the challenges for other people's businesses and helping them serve their clients more effectively.
mhm. Yes, thank you. And yeah, let's talk about the profitable. And now we talked about referrals. Now how and we hear that you've sold into millions. How do I identify where I'm going to make the most profits in the referrals?
Yeah, absolutely. So, one of the fastest ways that you can make a huge difference in your business is by partnering with other people or even companies that are already serving the clients that you're looking to attract. And I
Mm,
learned this back when in the mortgage business almost 30 years ago. That was the biggest difference is my mentor said, look for people and companies that are already serving the clients that you're looking to attract and then solve their challenges. So, you may be a financial advisor, for example, and people are going to an accountant with accounting issues. Well, that accountant is looking to be that financial steward for the companies that they serve. And
mhm,
so, if you're able to provide maybe a financial audit or a way, maybe you're a business coach, you want to partner with that CPA, that accountant, and help them serve their clients better. So we're just rolling out a national partnership with my company HOA.com this weekend. So we'll be at a real estate conference in Las Vegas on Sunday with a new partner. They've
Mm-hmm.
got 30,000 realtors around the world, and they are rolling out our program at HOA.com to all of their community. So
Mm-hmm.
we've got three of those happening in the month, this month, in the month of February. And altogether, those three companies will be promoting us to about 70,000 of our perfect prospects. Why?
Yeah.
Because what we provide will make a difference to them and better their lives. And that's the key.
So isn't it competition when you I mean, wouldn't will all those people accept what you're going to talk to them to promote you, to refer to you, if what they are doing is what you're doing? And I don't know how to put it very better, in a better way, but
Well, we're helping them. So you always want to look for complementary businesses or professionals, not competitive ones, although you can actually get business from other companies that are in the same industry as you because they may be turning down clients or they may have clients that they can't exactly help. And that
yeah.
can be a huge source of business. But we teach the referral partner blueprint. And one of the things that you want to think about is who is your perfect prospect? Let's see if I can get this right. Here we go. Who is your perfect prospect? And who are all of the types of businesses and professionals that serve them? Right.
Mm,
So for me, again, when I was in the mortgage business, most of my business came from realtors because they were going to sell a home and
mm-hmm.
that client needed a home loan. So I was their perfect partner and I made sure and follow up and follow through like clockwork. But then there were other businesses as well. And part of the way you add value to them is to promote them. And so that's part of what we've built in our platform at HOA.com is a co-marketing system. But
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that we teach in the book is all the different ways to promote your partners.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sit down with them in the referral partner blueprint, we teach 21 co-marketing campaigns.
Mm-hmm.
And the beauty of this system is we give you one sheet that you can print out, take with you on a meeting, and talk about the ways that you can promote them to your clients and get them to promote you to theirs.
Mm. Wow. That's cool. That's cool. Very cool, actually. And you've got so much resource and so much to tell us that we can't even fit this in this episode. How can people follow up with you if they would want to know much more? Because I am thinking that we've just had a fraction of what you have to offer.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. You can go to brandonbarnum.com. That's the best website that has different offers. There's a referral score quiz that you can take there. It's totally free. It'll take you about 2 minutes time, and it's going to ask you how you rate in the top 10 best practices for referrals.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, there were two of those that I scored 0 out of 10 until I learned the lesson. So there's going to be some aha moments as you go through that. It's going to help you understand some of the gaps in your business practices. So you can go to brandonbarnum.com. That is at referralscorequiz.com.
Mhm.
But you'll find out more about me and some of the solutions that we provide at brandonbarnum.com.
Okay. So to everyone who's watching or listening, you can follow up with Brandon at brandonbarnum.com.
That's it.
Yeah, get to get all the resources that have been presented here, because I know he can he can give you the kit. He can tell you of more of the lessons that are going to give you way into creating profitable partnership with those influential people.
That's it. And Anthony, if there's one last thing I can offer,
Yeah,
it,
please.
it's to be a charity champion. And
Mm,
what that means is find a charity, find a cause that you're passionate about, and integrate it into your business and into your life. And start telling the story of the difference that you're making. Here in the US, 93% of consumers say they want to know what the impact is that the company or the people that they're buying from are making. And when you start to tell that story in the world, number one, it feels amazing, right? You can go volunteer. I'm a big brother, a mentor. I was just with my little brother yesterday at his wrestling match, and I just connect with this kid. He's 15 years old, and twice a month we connect and we go watch a movie or, grab a lunch or grab dinner or something like that. But share the story of the difference that you're making. People will fall in love with you and be more loyal to you because they know that you're making a difference in the world. And that increases their heart share, which builds the loyalty overall.
Wow, wow. Thank you for that. So, is there a charity that you're working with at the moment?
So many. Yeah, I think I've got five right now that I'm working with and supporting, just mostly as a donor. I just started mentoring a young girl. She's 23 years old, just came out of college, and she's on a mission for ministry. And so I just started mentoring her personally. She's with Hope Church down at Arizona State University. But
Mhm.
I love big brothers, big sisters. That's a personal passion of mine. Medical Teams International is another one that is near and dear to my heart. But there's so many great organizations. You've got to find the one that makes a difference to you, that really lights your fire, inspires you, so that you can go share that with others.
Wow, thank you for that. You've shared quite much with us, and we really thank you. All our viewers and listeners are very excited for what you are shared with us. And Esther Mwangi says, "Great work and great advice." She's got
Oh,
quite great advice from you.
thank you, Esther. It's such a pleasure. It's my honor. Honestly, my personal mission is to inspire, empower, and impact every person on the planet. So that's why I do these talks like this. Is I just want to share what I've learned that have made a difference in my life. And the greatest gift you can give me back is go do the work, put it into action. The law of attraction includes the word action. You can't attract unless you act. The more action you take, the more results you're going to create for yourself, and that unlocks that life of your dreams.
Wow, the more action you take. Wow, wow, wow. Go take that action because it's gonna be it's gonna bring some good things in life and for you and the society at large. And you cannot have the results if you don't take an action.
Amen. Well said.
Hmm. So we are almost coming to the end of this show, and we are really appreciative. I repeat this. Thank you very, very much, Brandon, for coming.
Oh, it's my honor and pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you to all our viewers for being with us here and our listeners, and even those who get to listen or watch after we are through. Please remember to refer us to someone.
Spread the good news.
Brandon asked us to yeah to ask. If you don't ask, you don't get. And and Esther is talking about a concept that is happening in. Maybe she maybe is welcoming you to be a supporter of that because you are supporting great things. She has a gospel concert that is happening in Sweden next month, which is February 24th. I'm actually going to be an MC in that concert. She's invited me to
Beautiful.
be an MC, so
Oh, it's wonderful.
she's inviting people to help her because this is one of the things that you can help and feel good about it. I'm going to be helping MC this organization, I mean, this concert. And she's
That's
inviting.
wonderful. Congratulations. Good work, Esther. Way to spread the good news for all to hear.
Yeah. And thank you very much. Once again, thank you. And thank you, everyone. Now, last words, and then we end. What thing would you like us never to forget?
Never forget that a small words of encouragement can make a big difference, right? Everything that you say, you're putting energy out into the world. So be positive, be uplifting, be inspiring, and really help the people that are around you. If you see somebody that's having a bad day, take the time to make a difference in their lives, and they'll never forget it.
Those are good words. Very good words. Okay, I'm releasing you. And what's in the future as we sign off?
Oh, so many things. Yeah, we're launching HOA.com nationwide here this weekend, actually, and so that's super exciting. And then we're also working on building Christian.com, which is a personal passion project of mine. And so we've got so many things. I've got a new book, Raving Referrals for Mortgage Pros, coming out this month as well. So, and a new Raving Referrals certified trainer program. So lots of good stuff.
Wow, that's a challenge. I hope to have so many things like you going on. So that's about it. Let's go into the future. Let's go asking. Let's go doing. Let's go getting. ASK to GET. And until next time, this has been Now Tell Us. I have been your host, Anthony Morore, and we've had a wonderful, wonderful guest today, Brandon Barnum. And we are saying bye for now. Bye.